What it is, what it do, man. I want to give a special shout out to each and every one of you, to my OG family, to my brand new friends. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tuning in and tapping in and allowing me, the one and only, your favorite family member, HG, for being your number one source for sneaker news, streetwear news, and everything else in between. Now, before we get into anything and everything, I want to apologize to you all for being late. I know it seems like somewhat of a common occurrence, man, especially around now. But yeah. I had some household things to take care of. Man, what's good, man? KB Kicks, man, what is good? Yes, it's been a minute, man. It's been a minute. How have you been? How have you been? You been good? You picked up anything? Because it's probably been well over a month. It's been over a month since you tapped in, family. But better late than never. No time like the present, man. Life came, KB said, life came to me real quick, steadfast, in a hurry. Hey, look. Salute to my Red Cup, Double Cup family members, all the kings and queens out there. If anybody understands how life comes at you in the blink of an eye and then like takes over with no explanation, no remorse, or no regrets, it's your boy HG. I'm still living in the storm as we speak. So I definitely understand, man. I definitely understand. Is that within the past week, I grabbed the SB4s, the JMJ, the Jumpman. Ooh, I wanted them Jumpman Jacks. UNCs and the What the Pause. What the Pause? They did some What the Pause? I did. Okay. Give me just a second. Check. Let me Google this real quick because I'm a huge fan. What the Paul Dunks. So did you? So I'm a huge fan of Paul Rodriguez because I have the Paul Rodriguez dunk highs, the son of the famous comedian. Um, and I love those. I love the materials. I love the feel. I love the texture. I love the simplicity and how they put it together. It's just an all around dope dunk. And usually Nike's dunk, the SB division, they kill it. It's very rare that they do something terrible. Uh, if you, I mean, yeah, of course, there's the Wizard of Oz dunk, and then the French Theater dunk. But I mean, yeah, those aside, it's very rare that SB does a terrible release. So I can feel you on that. UNCs may go back. I already created. God dang, the UNCs. We're gonna talk about the UNCs. We're gonna talk about those. So a reach back. Okay, a reach back for the what the dunk, Paul Rodriguez. And that's a good shoe. I wanted that. But I wasn't willing to pay those high resale prices for those things. What are the what does at right now? So I wear a size 10. I don't know what size you wear, but where are they at? Because to be honest with you all, the last, what are we in the month of May, headed into the month of June? The last 5 months has been reach back season for sure. The last couple of months have been reach back season. We have gotten like some really good releases, like the 85 bread highs. If you've never experienced the Union LA Jordan 1, the Union LA is a fairly decent pickup. Not anything too spectacular. Then we had like some other things to drop, but like it hasn't really been anything to just like make you excited. Maybe did they do the The Bread Forest this year? Or was that last year? No, the Bread Forest was last year. So I mean, chat, correct me if I'm wrong. What shoe has released in the last 5 months that's just like really grabbed your attention? You would really, I mean, like it just really makes you excited to have in your collection. And every time you look at that shoe, you get excited. Y'all let me know, chat. 2021, yeah, 2021. What the Dunks? It was a reach back facts. Fact, that's facts. That's facts, bro. They acted like it was the infrareds just blue, but the quality is way different. Yeah. Um, I've heard a lot about those shoes. I've heard a lot about those shoes. I've heard a lot of negative things. Um, Not too much on the positive side, but like lost and founds. Okay, my bad. Um, but we're gonna talk about that. So 478 and you a size 9. That's a little steep for 2025. Like now, if this was 2020, 2022 ish, I would have been like, yeah. That's a steal of a deal. But in 2025, with everything going on, man, that's a little high. But I can understand because that's a damn good shoe. The What the Dunk Paul Rodriguez is a damn good shoe. And I mean, if you sold some other shoes to get that shoe, I don't blame you either because at this point, I'm gonna start selling off some of my old shoes because, of course, they DS and ain't no point of holding on to a bunch of DS shoes just to look at them. But at this point, I'm gonna start selling a whole bunch of DS shoes to kind of get shoes that I want more. I think I'm at the evolutionary stage of being a sneaker collector where GS shoes are shoes that you can easily, you know, pass to the side, and then some of those quick strike shoes have even gotten into the position of GS shoes compared to some other shoes with high resale prices. Like a brick by brick is like what, like $700 in some sizes. If people were to sell some of their shoes to get a brick by brick, I would definitely understand because the brick by bricks, in my opinion, are not worth $700. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. There is nothing $700 about a brick by brick. The Nike SB Jordan 4. A lot of y'all went the navy blue colorway. I said a long time ago that the navy blue colorway was not going to go past like $300. The navy blue colorway ended up being around 400, but in a lot of sizes, it averages about 350, 368, somewhere around there. So, I mean, I was still in the ballpark, but that SB Navy 4 is not even worth that. The SB Navy 4 is a 200. Like, I may be a little biased, little haterish. I mean, I'm not even hating on the SB4 because it's a good shoe, but in my opinion, it's not even worth that 300. Like 250 resale. If it was like 250 resale, maybe I'd pay that. But to me, the only special SB4 is the pine green SB4, and I don't know the prices for that because, like, I don't even care. I don't even care what the prices for that were, because anything above like 300 and it would just be stupid. Got for 280, very near DS. That's a good price. That's a good price. First used I ever bought. Ooh, man, bro, I can't do no I can't do no use, man. That's just not me. I get the Jeepers Creepers every time I see a used
Ain't
shoe.
no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
But that's just me. That's just me, chat. So KB Kicks talking about the lost and found UNC Jordan 1s. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. Nah, bro, I need to sell a lot. Oh yeah, yeah, facts. I can definitely understand, man. Um, in order to get what you, I've gotten to the point where I've got so many shoes that they've become annoying to me. They've become extremely annoying to me, and um, especially because they're in the box, and I really want those clear drop front boxes, and it's coming. Like you said, like you said earlier, life be lifing, bro, and it just really derailed my whole entire plans and thought processes for doing like videos and how organized I want it to be and stuff like that. Basically, I want this room to be like a studio setup where each wall gives a different type of flavor. And because of like certain circumstances, and y'all, I'm still going through them. Like it just derailed everything. But we can't dwell on the negatives right now. Next chapter one's for me. Surprise comment. LOL. Next chapter. What them is? What them is, folks? Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. Next chapter ones. Let me see. You talking about the Spider-Man joints? You gonna read? Are you talking about a King Vita? Are you talking about reach back? You talking about reaching back for the Spider-Man joints? Now, which Spider-Man? If you are talking about reaching back for the Spider-Man joints, which Spider-Man joints? The OG joints or the Spider-Verse joints? Because y'all know your boy HG ain't finna sugarcoat it. He ain't finna be fake for nobody. He gonna be 100% real and authentic. And y'all know how I feel about the Spider-Man Jordan 1s. I'm trying to figure out where to sell them, and I totally agree with you with that statement. So, okay. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna say it because in I would say about 7 years. Well, no, not 7 years, but in the 5-ish years I have been singing their praise. I can no longer sing their praise. GOAT. GOAT. I almost want to say fuck GOAT, but it's more so like they halfway there, or maybe 3/4 there. They creeping up on that 3/4 position. So it's like fuck GOAT. You know what I'm saying? It's not the full GOAT, but it's a GOAT because they have screwed me over so many times. And me and GOAT, we in a battle right now. Now, every blue moon, I will use GOAT to make purchases because they are boom, quick, fast, and in a hurry to make sales. But when it comes to sales now, and we ain't even got to mention StockX, but because we already know. But now it's more so like eBay. I really fucks with eBay heavy. Not only can you see the pictures of the current sneaker that you're trying to buy, but when you buy from them, you also get the authentication. The seller's fees are not as absorbent as they would be on Stock or GOAT X would be as they are on StockX or GOAT. So you can set a price you want, and then you can still have a cushion where you can make a profit in order to get what you want. Now, keep in mind, I'm not for like, running somebody's pockets, but kind of keeping up with market trends and stuff like that. Y'all understand. But you can still make a little bit of money and still make the customer happy using eBay. I've been using eBay for well over a decade. It feels like almost like 20 years now. I've been using eBay since I was a kid. I had been using my dad's account. So like I've been using eBay for a long time. And they have never, when I say never, they have never steered me wrong. I have never had a problem with eBay, even when buyers have tried to like screw me over or sellers have tried to screw me over. I have never ever had a problem with eBay. So I would suggest eBay because eBay is more safer than like Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace or somewhere like that. A good place to shop. But side note, sorry, y'all. Y'all know how I do. I get on these little side tangents. Side note. So, I got to get some live music to play behind me. What y'all think? Um, with some music on the live in a low tone, playing in the background, be cool. But on a side note, so I was trying to buy a pair of shoes, and I'm not going to tell you exactly what the shoes are because we're going to be talking about it in today's live. But I was trying to buy a pair of shoes, and I noticed the trend of these shoes going down on GOAT. So I was like, okay, GOAT is for the high. It's for the giraffe, the giraffe pom pom, because they're going for the high, higher than giraffe pom pom. Y'all know how I be doing. So I was like, okay, eBay is a lot more reasonable because they give you a lot more room to play and throw out offers and stuff like that. So when I went to go talk to the seller, I'm like, look, I noticed that the prices are dropping down. The last sale is $190. Would you be cool with $185? Now my real price is $180. I didn't want to spend no more than $180, but I was willing to give up the extra $5 to kind of meet in the middle. So I'm like, would you be willing to go? This guy tried to catfish me or tried to like bait and switch me or car salesman me, and he was like, well, the reason why my prices are so high is because you get to see the pictures and you get better authentication from eBay, and on GOAT and stuff like that, you don't get to see the pictures, bro. I don't care about none of that because that's a bunch of bullshit. The reason you are trying to come up with this crap and you're not trying to meet me at a fair, reasonable price, because the shoes retail for $135. So that kind of gives you an idea of what the shoe is. So if the shoe retail for $135 and I'm willing to pay you $185, that means you're making somewhere between roughly about a $50 profit, which is good. In 2025, a $50 profit is damn near amazing. But I'm willing to meet you at that point. The reason why you're trying to give me all of this smoke and mirror is because you're trying to you're trying to be greedy. You're trying to maximize your profit as much as you can, and you think that I'm a dummy and I'm gonna believe this shit. So when he told me that, I'm like, he must not know who your boy HG is. He must not know I do this chat. He must not know I sold on eBay, and he must not know I'm into sneakers. So I quickly rebuttal with, well, I thought that, people charged more on eBay because the seller's fees are cheaper than aforementioned apps, and that way you can make a greater profit. And he goes, yeah. But, my bottom line is this right here, $224. I'm not paying $224, especially when your original prices was like $230 something. I'm not paying no $220 nothing. So I told him, I was like, look, to be honest with you, I really want the shoe. I want to wear it, which is the honest to God's truth. It resonates with me personally. It has a personal, emotional kind of attachment to me. And, I would prefer giving the money directly to the man versus having the middleman just greedily snatch everything. I prefer, you get as much as possible. Maybe about an hour later, he hits me with $213. So you done already came down $20, bro. Give me the $290. Just give me the $190. Give me the $190. So I'm kind of waiting. I'm gonna wait it out, see what happens. Because if anything above like $200, and I might as well go to GOAT and get the shoes off of GOAT. So I'm just like, I know my threshold. I'm gonna hold out, see what the market does, and it's a gamble. It's a gamble, and if I lose, I lose. And if I want it bad enough, I might pay for it. If I don't, I move on. But KB, my bad. I go off on those rambles and tangents. I say that to say, try eBay. Because Goat won't even let me sell on Goat anymore. They sent me to some app called, and I guess they're in partnership with eBay. I mean, not eBay. My bad, John. I'm bad at chat. I guess they are in partnership with Goat. It's called Alias. Hold on, man. They want me to update it. I ain't updating shit. Like, have y'all heard of Alias? It's like a fake ass, it's like a fake ass Goat. So apparently, this Alias is a separate selling platform from Goat, but it's built just like Goat. And maybe they sent me here because they looked at my account and was like, this motherfucker in trouble. This motherfucker in trouble. He been giving us a headache for months. So now we ain't finna help him out. But we'll let him give us our money and pay for it, and buy his shoes with us. But yeah, no. I've never heard of Alias. I've never used Alias. I'm hesitant to use Alias. I'll use eBay before I do that. And on top of that, if you build up a good seller's reputation, because it takes like 1 or 2 sales to become a trusted seller, or sometimes they will expedite you to the trusted sellers line, depending on if the buyer gives you a excellent recommendation. But once you become a trusted seller, they put your money in your account like that. Like, bruh, as soon as the people pay, they put your money in your account because they know that you're not going to screw them over. So I love eBay. I'm an eBay guy. Keeping all my Travis's SBs and heaters and rest are going. I feel you. A lot of times now, and it's crazy to say I feel this way, but a lot of times now I'm looking at my Jordans and I'm like, these Jordans really ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I look at a lot of my Jordans and I'm like, they ain't shit. Now, family, when I say this,
look, I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no problems. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want drama. I don't want smoke with nobody.
Because I know we got a lot of Jordan people that watch the channel. I know we got a lot of Jordan people in the chat. But when I look at the overall scope of things, like, Jordan is just one small facet of sneaker collecting. And from the beginning, I've just wanted to be a sneaker collector. I never really wanted to solely focus on Jordans, but in the beginning, that's what got views. And a lot of their shoes I liked more than other brands. And on top of that, a lot of other brands and designs and things like that I liked were extremely hard to get. I said this on the channel plenty of times before. And, with all of that being all of that, it just really got kind of difficult to get into other sneakers. I like Jordans. I respect Jordan. I understand. And I've said it before on the channel. I wasn't a fan of Jordan, but I respect what he did. I respect his hustle. I respect his game. I respect the shoes. I was more so a fan of the shoes than a fan of the man. So, hey, let's not misconstrue nothing I say. But early on in me getting back into sneaker collecting, I had like a really close friend, Ink King Rowe. Shout out to you, homie, Ink King Rowe. Avery, shout out to you. I don't know if you still follow, support, or if you even still listen, but he was one of my good homies, one of my good friends, and he had been doing it a little bit longer than me, and he got to a point where he was like, some of these GRs is just trash. And I would look at him like, bro, what the heck are you talking about? These are fire. Like these are a must have. And he was like, man, I've done it so long. I've collected so many pairs that they just don't mean the same thing to me anymore. And I would rather have the ones that they've limited more or the ones that were more of an issue for me to get alongside the ones that I really, really fall in love with. I'd rather have those more than just like these GRs that I just like a little bit. So it's kind of crazy that like almost a decade later, I'm in the same position, but now I understand. And sometimes, just like life, it takes growth to understand everything. When people are ahead of you, it takes growth to understand what they're saying to you sometimes. Sometimes you can get it immediately. Sometimes it hits you like that, like a brick on the head or a 2x4. And sometimes you just have to climb that ladder in order to see what they're saying about you. And when you hit that point, when you have to climb the ladder, you wish that sometimes it would have hit you right then and there, because if you know now what you knew then, maybe you wouldn't have spent so much money on some of the stuff that you spent money on, or maybe you wouldn't have gotten so excited about something that you got excited about that caused you to do the things that you did. But dropping jewels in there, HG Jewel Bay up in here. KB said I paid $273. It's at $330 now. Okay, that's not bad. It will be detailed. I'm that way too. Facts. Fees to sell, then fees to withdraw. Yeah, with GOAT. And that's another thing. That's another thing that kills me. eBay doesn't have fees to withdraw cash, because if you have a PayPal account, you attach your PayPal to your eBay, and it's 100% safe. I've never run into any issues with that avenue. Experiences may vary, so do a little bit more research. But me personally, I've never run into any issues having my PayPal connected to my eBay. Now, I've had issues when I connected PayPal to StockX. I've had issues there where somebody tried to spend over 5 bands on merch during the holiday season, during that holiday breach, and sent me an email and thought I was going to be cool with it. And I keep retelling that story to the death of me. But but as long as I've been with eBay for almost what feels like 20 years, I've never had a problem. So yeah, take that with a grain of salt. But you don't have withdrawal fees, because once you make your money on eBay from selling, they drop it straight into your PayPal account, and boom, right there. And then you can either use your PayPal account digitally on your phone, tap and go, or you can send it straight to your bank account, and like that, no fees, and you good to go. So I'm all 100% for eBay until they give me a reason otherwise. Because I say the same thing about GOAT. I was never really too hot on StockX, but I tried to give them a chance. But GOAT has started to give me a reason why not to fuck with them. So hey, yeah, there you go. A little bit of not resellers information, but if you want to offload some of your sneakers to get some other sneakers, there's a little bit of information on some of the hassle-free, easy ways to do it. Now, before I go any further and before I read any more comments, I just want to let you all know, if you all need some sneaker care products from A to Z, from 0 to 100, Reshoevn8r got your back. I will provide a link in the description below for you all to click once the live is done. Click the link in the description, or you can go to another video because they're there as well. Click the link in the description and type in homegrown_kicks, or it might already be pre-loaded with the link. But once you click that link, you save 10% at resjuvenator.com. Bro, let me tell you, I have a video dropping about a pair of all white. I'm talking about that white running shoes, mesh running shoes that were in Georgia red clay, and the Georgia red clay hardened and sat on those all white mesh runners for about a month. I was asked to clean them. I used Resjuvenator's cleaning products. Now, I will be honest, I had to go through 2 cycles. But still, if y'all know about Georgia red clay, or if you know about red clay in general, because I heard they got it over in Arizona, you know it is damn near impossible to get out of anything white, and especially stain absorbent. When I tell you, it made a miracle with those shoes. It made a miracle with those shoes. I'm going to drop the video as soon as I can get my other computer to do right. I'm going to edit that video, and I'm going to drop the video on the channel and let you all see. You all will not believe the results. I don't bullshit. As far as crease guards, I usually advertise crease guards. Now, the thing about these, I've tested them out. After testing them out for a couple of months, I would be lying to you all if I said that it would be a 100% good purchase. But the price is really good, especially with the discount code that I have. You save 35% off. The price is fair, and they last pretty decent. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and have a conversation with this company, Crease Guards, on how to improve on their product line. And if they're smart, they'll be willing to listen, because any smart company wants to improve in order to make their customer or clientele base, or family, as I consider y'all over here, family base, happier. So I'm going to try to have a conversation with them to improve some things before I end up even, going hard for this. I can't in, good faith sell this like I would Resjuvenator. So even though I am in the affiliate program with both of these brands, at this point in time, only one brand I can go ahead and still stand strong and hold the faith with. So yeah. Let's see. It says it's like I sell a 500. It's like I sell a 500 sneaker and I get 360. Facts. That's selling on GOAT. I got fuck them all. Fuck them all. Hey, I ain't mad. I ain't mad at that. Hey, I'm glad you responded, bro. I'm here to listen. King Vita said, by the way, I'm working on an art project, sneaker related. Ooh, wee. Hold on, King Vita. Hold on, Vita. You know what you get. By the way, I'm working on an art project, sneaker related. By the way, I'm going to send some mock-ups, see what you think. Maybe Messenger or phone number, Instagram, whatever. So, Vita, yes, I don't know if you still have my phone number. But I do know you have my Instagram. So send it to me on Instagram. Send me a message. You can include what you think my phone number is in the message. If you do indeed have my number, if you don't, we'll figure that out. But yeah, feel free to send me some mock-ups. I'm gonna tell you my honest opinion. And hey, look,
I don't want no problems with nobody. I don't want no problems. I don't want to beef with nobody. I don't want drama. I don't want smoke with nobody.
Because you've known me just as long, if not longer, than the family. And you know me, I'm gonna be honest with you. So if I give you my honest opinion, and it's not what you expect, you know, don't take it to the heart. Take it as motivation. You know what I'm saying? And even if you don't look at it as motivation, it's just one man's opinion. And if you want to send me the mock-ups or something like that, and you feel comfortable enough with me sharing it with the family, you can even get the family's opinion. Like they're not extremely critical. They'll tell you the truth. And like I always say, the best way to gauge where you are is to get opinions on a larger scale. I also ask kids. Kids will be brutally honest, whether you like it or not. Ken Vita said, also, I agree. A lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, know the Jordans because they're good shoes. They have no idea who Michael Jordan is. Well, especially nowadays in the current era or current generation, they don't know who Michael Jordan is and could care damn less. They're more so on the Rick Owens, Balenciagas, the Verities. I don't know, man. I don't really pay attention to high fashion because high fashion is low budget quality, low budget materials for overpriced numbers. Yeah, bro, that's facts. I'm 38 now. I've been there, done that. They don't hit the same. Ooh, wee. Hey, look, y'all don't get mad at KB.
Don't get mad at me, nigga. I'm here telling the truth. If somebody else should have told you that.
Don't get mad at KB. He's just telling you from a more elevated experience. And I don't know how old everybody is, chat, but for all of the younger folks, man, hey, we ain't here to hate. We just here to express our experiences and for you to learn from the experiences. Now, speaking of, if you are new to the chat, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can be notified every time we go live. Tuesday Night Soul Source, man, it's a good time to have a conversation, kick it, and discuss everything under the sun. Sometimes it gets a little crazy. Sometimes we stay on topic. Sometimes, you know, it is what it is. But make sure you do all of that. Make sure you hit the notification bell as well. It does a lot for the channel, even if you don't donate to the live streams. And I appreciate every single body that has donated to the live streams, especially my boy Lil Titan, man. Lil Titan went crazy, and I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank everybody enough for supporting your boy. Hey, it's all love. I appreciate y'all. But beyond following us on YouTube and sharing out the live, please feel free to follow me on Instagram. This is the only one that's the difference. At homegrown_kicks. That's homegrown_kicks on YouTube. I try to stay as active as possible on Instagram, but I'm a little bit more active on the next two platforms that I mentioned, which will be TikTok and Reddit. Those are my two new favorite guilty pleasures. So if you follow me on those platforms, if you have it, because I know sometimes I'm speaking to an older crowd, and you know, being in the older crowd, you don't like to download everything and bog your phone down with apps. I completely understand. You know, that's almost outside of your realm. But if you don't want to bog yourself down with that, that's cool. If you have it, follow me there. Like I said, TikTok and Reddit, Homegrown Kicks. Also, Facebook, Homegrown Kicks. My Facebook is kind of growing. It's growing like an old man. Facebook is an old man, so it's growing like an old man. I'm also on Blue Sky and Spotify. So these lives always go up on Spotify. Now, I think I'm behind by about 3 episodes now. This will make the 3rd episode, but I load all the episodes from the lives up on Spotify, especially when people call in And KB, I know you haven't been here in a while, so I'll tell you about that. But I load a lot of these episodes up on Spotify so that you can listen while you're working out, while you're in the car on a long road trip. If you're sitting in front of your girl and she just and she ain't talking about what you want to hear, but we talking about what you want to hear. I'm on Spotify. And the cool thing about Spotify now is it allows you to do the visual playback and comment. So let me go ahead and show you what my Spotify looks like. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Right there. Soul Source over on Spotify. Real sneaker content. Straight from the source. No BS. As well as Twitch. Shout out to all of my Twitch listeners. I have so many forms of social media that I kind of forget. But shout out to everybody on Twitch as well. If you're listening over on Twitch, please chime in and let the family know you is in the building, man. We love all of y'all. Shout out to my Ghost Watchers. Make sure all you Ghost Watchers follow as well. Man, you might as well follow. You look kind of crazy just tuning in and not hitting that follow, man. We give away good information. And I haven't even gotten to the meat and potatoes of the live, and we already just chopping it up, having a good time. But yeah, over on Spotify, it is Soul Source JG. Follow me over there. Give me a follow. Listen to the live, comment, and let me know what you think, man. KB Kick said, bro, that's exactly what I was just thinking about, how it's not the same. Oh, yes, KB. I'm glad I said that. So I've got it now over on my IG where you can call in. You can call in on IG. I bring you up on the call because this is for people who aren't able to necessarily get up on cam and participate. Hold on, let me wait. Because it looks like I dropped in the Wi-Fi signal. Okay. If y'all can hear me, if everything is all good, give me a 1 in the chat or a thumbs up and let me know that everything is all good. But for anybody that wants to give their thoughts and opinions and aren't able to necessarily get on the cam and get on the screen and have the conversation, you can call me through Instagram Messenger, and the family will be able to hear you on the mic. So it'll be another way for everybody to connect with everybody. And, you'll be able to voice your opinion in real time. So again, if you want to call in, kind of like a radio show, you know what I'm saying? If you want to call in, voice your opinion, and have some fun with the family, head over to IG, homegrown_kicks, and go into the messages and hit that call. But it don't have to be a video call. It can just be a telephone call. From Bricks to Kicks, my guy from Bricks to Kicks, shout out to you. He does it quite frequently. Girly Glam Accessories, what's going on, sis, man? Glad to see you here. Right, it doesn't come out of clothing. Yeah, that Georgia Red Clay don't come out of it don't come out of no, it really don't come out of no fabrics. It really doesn't come out of any fabrics. And once y'all see this video, y'all are gonna be like, ain't no freaking way. Because if I show you the shoes now, because I've already cleaned the shoes, if I show you the shoes now, y'all would never believe me. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna show you all the shoes now. I'm gonna try my darn hardest to get the video edited tomorrow and Thursday. So tomorrow I don't have anything to do. And Thursday I have physical therapy. Again, which is for a good reason. It's helping. But I'm gonna show you all the shoe, and when I show you all the shoe, you will never believe me. So I encourage you all to, once I show the shoe, look out for the video. That's gonna be the very first video or regular video I drop again, and I'm gonna pin it in the community tab. I'm gonna put it up on my Instagram. And I'm going to put the thumbnail up everywhere, telling everybody to go watch the video because you will not believe the results. But give me just a second. I'm going to grab the shoe. So this is the shoe right here. And let me say, by the way, this shoe, I know y'all just saw me sniff it, but this shoe smells freaking incredible. KB said he wants to see that vid. Look at it. Who that? Oh my gosh! So I know one of the main ingredients in Reshoevn8or's cleaning products is coconut oil, and that coconut oil has an incredible smell. But look. I mean, would you all have ever thought that this shoe was dirty? It's blinging off the light in the can. Look at that. And in the review, I'm 100% completely on. And look, you can see it's mesh. It is basically 90% mesh. Of course, the midsole is rubber, and then you have these like little hits of synthetic leather and 3M. But I gotta give y'all a sneak peek, man. Just so y'all know, I ain't capping. I gotta give y'all a sneak peek, but that's a sneak peek. And you just gonna have to watch the video so y'all know I ain't lying. Cause just looking at just hearing what I'm saying and looking at the shoe, you would think I'm lying. KB said, "Yo, that's some real shit, HG. That's dope. You keeping it real." It's fine, man. I want to get feedback, good or bad. Okay. So let me see. So I'll tell you what. Vita. We'll talk during the week about the shoe and some of the design elements you're coming up with. Do you plan on painting the shoe yourself or making modifications to the shoe yourself? Because if you do, I'm telling you, this is the right place to be. The family is strong, and you might end up becoming a side sneaker customizer and finding a clientele base here for custom sneakers. Because, hey, y'all hear it first. In 2025, because things are going in the realm in which they're going with all these tariffs and high prices, I think custom shoes are going to cycle back around. So King Vita, you might end up becoming like a sneaker customizer. But I say all that to say we can talk about the your designs and things like that throughout the week, and then we'll show your ideas and get a feel for what people think about it on next Tuesday Soul Source, because I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to overwhelm the chat, and it'll kind of prepare you to be able to put your best foot forward. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't want to like catch you off guard and kind of throw you into the fire, so to speak. Lil Titan, man. Speak of the devil, fam. We were just talking about you, Lil Titan. Yo, what's good? HGK, Dimelo, que la que. Hey, my guy. What's good, Lil Titan, man? We was just talking about you, fam. We was just talking about you. Glad to have you here. What's in that cup, brother? Hey, man. What's in the cup is some Folgers. Oh Lord, you done got me spilling. I done spilled my drink. um, but yeah, it's some juice. Lord have mercy. Oh Lord, I done hit the keyboard and this girl done started talking. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I might have to pause the live because this chick done started talking and she won't stop talking. All right, so let me see. Oh my gosh. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear her talking? Okay. I don't know what the world that was. Um she done like the computer done freaked out. And like you said, I done made a mess. But it's okay. We'll fix it in the end. I done made a mess. Let's get to the next one. Uh, what's on the menu? So we got, oh Lord, we got quite a few things on the menu. What the world? What the hell? Oh, here we go. Okay. I eliminated the voice options. Okay, I think I eliminated the voice options. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I think we back in the game. We had a bit of a glitch. My sister done made me spill my drink and act a fool. But I mean, we got quite a few things on the menu. And hey, look, this is why I love y'all. Y'all do it to me every time. I don't always plan on talking you all's ear off, but you all give such a great conversation that like it ends up happening. My sister knows, my sis knows that I didn't know how long I was gonna be on here. Little Tank said that lean. No, it ain't that lean. It is definitely not that lean. I ain't trying to have them kind of problem. It's just juice. It's just juice. She said, yes, show them. Okay. So King Vita, she's looking to see the shoes, man. Wow, it's clean, clean. Oh well, no, you're looking to see the shoes that I was talking about. They clean, clean. They look new. Yeah, they do. Nah, bro, it's all good. It's something I did for fun and boredom, lol. But you know what? Sometimes we say that so that we don't put pressure on ourselves. But sometimes the fun and boredom moves can be some of the best moves that catapult us into something that we never knew we were going to get into. So yeah. I mean, have confidence and belief in yourself. We're gonna talk about it. Ella, you done made a mess, HG. Yeah, I did. No, we can't hear her. Okay. I did not, bro. Yeah, you made me make a mess, man. You made me make a mess, and you made the whole system go crazy. So, getting into tonight's live, the first thing I want to talk about is a little bit of crazy that I saw, and this is by way of Superline Network. Now, this was one of the things that I wanted to talk about yesterday, and make sure you all follow me on all social media platforms, or as many social media platforms as you have, because I am there. Just type in the name, Homegrown Kicks. But with that aside, this is one that I wanted to talk about last week, but I just didn't get a chance to, and we had talked long enough, and I was just like, man, we'll wait till next time to get this taken care of. So, a jeweler, I don't know this guy's name, but a jeweler lost his eye. And instead of going the regular schmegular degular route, he decided, after he lost his eye, to put a diamond in the fake eye. I don't know if this is fire, dumb, or I don't care. When I saw this, I thought this was crazy. Imagine you out and you get bumped and that eye fall out. Look at that. And of course, he's from they say he Alabama based, of course. He decided to put a real diamond in a prosthetic. Oh my God, in a prosthetic eye. Whoo, no, sir. No, sir, no, sir. I mean, I guess. I guess it makes sense. For a jeweler to do something outrageous, but man, nah. I was just talking about customs the other day, right, bro? Hey, see, there you go. Now, when customs come back and become a major thing, hey, just remember who said it. We said it here first, family. We said it here first. So that was one of the things that I wanted to kind of get out of the way and let y'all be aware of. Girly Glamour says it's a no for me. You asking for problems with you know what? With YN. I didn't even think of that. Walking around in the streets with a diamond eye. Like going to the club with a diamond eye. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that. I don't think that's a smart move. I mean, because people are willing to like beat you up for your shoes. Just imagine you go to the club, you got a few drinks, and you like, yeah, what's up, girl? How you feel about my eye? It's a real diamond. Y'all get it talking. You like, it's a real diamond. I lost my eye, and I'm a jeweler. I decided to put this 20 karat diamond in my eye in my prosthetic eye. What you think about this? Set up to get your head knocked off or to get your eye knocked loose. Yeah. Nah, I'm not with that. So next, I don't know how many of you all are familiar with the UK British rapper Central C. Apparently, Central C. We can go bang for bang. We can go M for M, little baby, Central C. I don't know if y'all are familiar with that, but at some point in time, I'm pretty sure at least 60% of you all have heard that song in passing, whether you wanted to or not. But apparently, Central C is getting a collab with Nike and Air Force One. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Central C. He's a bit of a culture, or I ain't even gonna say a bit of, but he's a culture vulture to me, and I'm just like, I'm just off of the Air Force One wave. It's got to be something real crazy, or the art, or the collaborator behind the design has to really resonate with me. And this dude don't resonate with me. He don't resonate with me. I don't listen to his music. He's a culture vulture to me. And the only thing that would be his saving grace as far as me to actually care about a collab is if the shoe is fire. And the UK copies the USA anyway. USA. I mean, no, I'm just playing. I am just playing. You know, I had to throw a little bit of a stereotypical trope in there, or what people believe that we do all the time. But I mean, am I interested to see what he's gonna drop? Yeah. But at the same time, I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be. It's not gonna be nothing. It ain't gonna be nothing. I'm just gonna be real with you. LOL, it's the dance for me. Yeah. Lil Titan said, "Yo, exposing yourself to get right." Facts. You definitely exposing yourself. You are, hey man, you out there like a newborn baby. You out there like a. I ain't even gonna say that. We ain't gonna touch that. The next thing, Supreme is in the news, and not exactly for a good reason. Now, to be fair, Supreme hasn't been as strong as they were before, and they have not necessarily been. I don't know. We'll just say Supreme is not the Supreme of old. Although they still sell out of some stuff, they don't sell out of everything and anything. Because I remember it was times back in like the early 2000s, they started coming on in 2016. They really got hot in like somewhere between 28. They started to warm up in 2018. They got hot in like late 2019, 2020, and like was kind of riding that heat wave during the pandemic. And now we're here in 2025, and they're kind of really cooling down because not everything sells out like it used to. People are realizing that it is just a crapshoot gimmick, and it's a bunch of bullshit. Also, a lot of people are getting older and are not really with that. So, yes, Supreme is in the news, and not for any kind of cool or weird ass, like newsworthy kind of themed items or collaborations. It's a lawsuit. They might be in trouble. A skater by the name of Tayshawn Jones, and I'm not familiar with Tayshawn Jones. I'm not familiar with too many new skaters. I know Yudo and Yudo Horigami, and that's about it. Now, when it comes to my skater knowledge, I'm more so on the older side with Kareem Campbell. What's the dude's name? I can't remember his name. The redheaded dude and Tony Hawk. Because I used to be a huge fan of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2, and you know, all of those guys. Kareem Campbell, the Casper Grind, all of that. If you know, you know. Tony Hawk being the originator of one of the originators of skating, and you know, making the skate culture go crazy and things like that. And I'm pretty sure there are a lot of other underground skaters. But Tayshawn Jones is suing Supreme for $26 million. Man, if I had my goddamn button, and see, that's what happens when you're tired and exhausted. You don't get everything done that you need to get done. But if I had my goddamn button, I sure would hit it. But we don't have a goddamn button right now, so we're gonna hit this. Right. 26 million. That's some serious bread right now. King Peter said, little Titan, what the fudge? Supreme is way too overrated. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I mean, I would have to agree with you, and a lot of people would agree with you that Supreme is overrated. Chat, how many of you all like chat? How do you all feel about Supreme? And how many of you all feel like it's overrated? How many of you all feel like it's quirky fun? And how many of you all feel like, hey, you know, it's never really registered to you all enough to care, so you really don't care. I mean, it's whatever. Lil Titan said, we old school. Chad Muska. I remember hearing about Chad Muska. Antonio Alkin. I'm gonna say Rob Deerdeck. And the only reason I know Rob Deerdeck is because of the Fantasy Factory. Him and I can't remember what skate company he was with. DC Skate Company. I still own THPS2 for the original PS1. Oh, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I still own Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2 for the original PS1. That game is goated. I used to have Tony Hawk Pro Skater for Dreamcast. That was the first time I ever played it, man. Goated. Hey, yo, facts. Girly Glam Accessory said, I never cared and I thought it was overrated. Supreme, just like any other brand. I feel ya. But this is Tayshaun Thompson. I ain't gonna hit the sound because it might be some music that might get me copyright struck. But I mean, he seemed to be a good skater. He jumped that gap. Have you ever tried to like jump a gap between train platforms with just you and your feet? It ain't easy. I've done it before on some YN-ish. I've done it before, and it ain't easy. I don't recommend anybody trying it because you hit that third rail and your ass is cooked. Your ass is cooked, Playboy. But I mean, on some YN stuff, I have done it. That's Tayshaun wearing Supreme. That's him, you know, advertising for Supreme, a Supreme skateboard, Supreme North Face, and Tayshaun collab. That's him doing skating with Supreme as a sponsor in the photo. North Face, high-fiving it. Oh, the dude got a Supreme grill. So that's the kind of crazy shit I'm talking about. Supreme does anything. But it says he's accusing the brand of not only abruptly ending his $1 million a year deal and their 13-year partnership, but also of destroying his career by allegedly blacklisting him, according to a new lawsuit. And I don't know how many of you all know anything about like behind the scenes of like celebrity life and things like that. Hey, they be blacklisting each other for no reason. That was a clean kickflip to Fakey. See, I don't know. Hey, look, I don't know that. Your boy HG ain't getting on no skateboard. I've been on a skateboard a couple of times, but when I realized what it really was, nah, man, put me on them rollerblades. I mean, I assume it's a Fakey. I don't know if he's goofy or regular. I know what you're saying. I know the terminology, but I can't tell you. I can't tell you if I'm looking at it. Shout out to Tony Hawk Pro Skater for teaching me about the goofy, the Fakey, the manual, all of that. Yeah. Hold on, y'all. Yeah. You know your boy HG be up in there like that. Yeah, boy, I know a little something. King Vita said, I used to escape my bad for the confusion. Hey, look, for me, it's no confusion. I know what you're talking about. I just don't know what I'm looking at all the time visually, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Oh Lord, I'm old, LOL. I don't know what any of that means. Well, I mean, like those moves like an ollie, a fakie. Yeah, an ollie, a fakie, or a goofy. Those are extremely old moves. So I mean, um, but moving on to the next, and I know everybody might not care, but you know, please, 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 please give like a few seconds of condolences. And this might not resonate with everybody, but well, this individual might not resonate with everybody, but the situation involving a human being might resonate with people. This one involves artist Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez was stabbed 14 times, including 7 wounds to his back, 4 to his torso, 2 to the back of his head, and 1 to the left side of his face. My left, your right. Both of his lungs collapsed and he was placed on a breathing apparatus. He is now breathing on his own. Despite being in pain, he is talking normally, in good spirits, and deeply thankful to God that he is pulling through. He also wants to thank everyone for their continued prayers and support. Like, that is crazy. Tory Lanez being a an artist. He went to jail for certain circumstances. Some people believe that he was wrongfully accused. Some people believe, that they don't care. Whatever you believe, human beings are still human beings, and nobody should be stabbed while trying to make penance for their wrongdoings, regardless of whether they were wrong or not. We should all be allowed to atone for our mistakes. But can you imagine being stabbed twice in the back of the head? That is crazy. And like they said, both of his lungs collapsed, so it's a miracle that he is even still alive. So you don't have to, and I understand, but just sending prayers to Tory Lanez. I don't know him personally, but I like his artistry, I like his music, and as far as I see it, he hasn't done anything to make me think otherwise. So yeah, that was just something that I really wanted to talk about and touch on, and say some prayers, because we never want anything to happen to anybody like that. Now, next up, we're gonna talk, and I'm not taking the situation lightly. It's just that there's no right way to transition from that to the next thing. But next up, last Friday, we saw the release of the Nike SB Dunk Low Black History Months, aka Rodeos, aka Tourmalines. And I think I'm saying that right, but they changed it a couple of times. This was originally supposed to be the Black History Month Nike SB Dunk Low, celebrating the first Black rodeo cowboy. I forget his name, and I'm so sorry. But Bill Pickett. the first black rodeo cowboy, Bill Pickett. There are a lot of different nods to him, homage to him. They released Friday. And if you all remember, I had been talking about this shoe heavy. And somehow, through all that talk, through all that noise, Friday came and your boy HG slept through it. I slept through the release and missed it. And if I get it, now it's going to be resale. Retail price $135. I talked a little bit about it at the beginning of the live. This is the shoe that I was kind of hinting to, but when it came to the eBay situation, because we kind of got off track, and not in a bad way, but we were talking about eBay and some pretty good options. But yeah, this was the shoe. I'm still going to be trying to get a pair. I'm just not going to pay a stupid price for it. I refuse to pay a stupid price for it. But this resonates with me, especially being a man of color, understanding my heritage in America, and trying to understand better how people of color, indigenous people, and everybody that helped build the United States paved the way for the civil liberties that I'm able to take advantage of now. So I'm going to be trying to track down these shoes. Best believe these are going to be a pair of shoes that I wear probably before any other pairs of shoes that I have. And I'm going to be doing everything I can to take care of these shoes, whether it's shoe shields, sole protectors, say what you want. I don't give a shit, because it's my money. It's my shoes. I do what I want to. Rain and stain repellent. Boom. I'm going to be using some of that. And when it's time to clean them joints, I'm going to be using the cleaner as well as the mink oil. I don't know where my mink oil is. It might be upstairs, but I'm going to be doing that, man. I'm going to be doing that. So that's near and dear to me. That's why I felt like I wanted to share those. Now, up next, I want to talk about, let me see, let me make sure I got this right. These joints right here. So you all saw the thumbnail. I mean, you all can tell me what you all think about the Nike SB Dunk Low Rodeos in the chat. For anybody who is watching after the live, please feel free to comment down below. Let me know. We still keep the conversation going, continuing. And also follow me on all other forms of social media. But let's talk about these right here. The Nike. No, they're not Nike's HG. But the Air Jordan 1 UNC Reimagined Lost and Founds. Why go through all of that when you can simplify it? Because Nike quantifies them as reimagined. The presentation qualifies them as lost and founds. They are definitely UNCs. This is a retro, a re-retro. Or depending on how you want to break it up, if you don't consider the reimagined a retro form, I completely understand. They retroed these in 2016. You all know how they went. If you don't, we'll talk about it. But they are still currently sitting. Retail price was $190 because of everything going on. $190, and people are calling these bricks. People are calling these bricks. They've already gone on sale. And KB Kicks, you mentioned these earlier. A lot of people have a lot of feelings about these and have a lot of things to say. KB Kicks said he already got the return label waiting to send these back. but there's something holding him back. Chat, what do you think about the reimagined Lost and Found Air Jordan 1 UNCs? Why you all type that in the chat, because it's a little bit of a delay, I'm going to tell you all how I feel about these. If you all have been paying attention to the live, you all know how I feel about these. And let me just say this. Don't let my opinion skew your opinion. It's okay to have an opinion opposite of mine. That's what makes this shit great. But let's look at these factors. In 2015, 2016, these did not sell out. They went on sale. So I don't know why, and I don't think Nike necessarily thought that these would sell out. Nike or Jordan Brand, I don't think they necessarily thought these would sell out. I think the people put higher expectations on these than even Jordan Brand put on themselves, because the advertisement and the rollout for these was not heavy. They were not banned Air Jordan 1 heavy. They were not Union LA Jordan 1 heavy. They were not what is it? Air Jordan 1 Black Toe OG concept pair heavy as far as the rollout and advertisement. It was just more so like, oh, we're getting ready to do a reimagined form of the UNC Air Jordan 1s, and here you go. So when I get on social media and I see a lot of people calling these bricks, and I see a lot of people saying these are trash and things like that, I'm just like, are they really bricks? Are they really trash? Because in my opinion, they're not a bad shoe. They're not a bad shoe, but I said this before. They're not a shoe that you would want to go crazy over. They're not a must cop in my opinion. And if you told me that these were a pass, and again, this is my opinion. My opinion is just like an asshole. Everybody has one, and sometimes they stink. But in my opinion, these are nothing to go crazy for, but they are not a trash shoe. I mean, the colorway is nice. It's not that usual aged midsole that people get pissed about. It might not be as detailed as the Lost and Found Chicago's as far as the ankle collar. Hold on, chat. We dropped a little bit of a signal. Hold on, I got a message too. Good gracious. Oh, okay, that's family. But okay, we back. So it's not as detailed as far as I know. I have not seen them in person yet, but they're not as detailed, or yeah, I don't know. I mean, because the Chicago effect is timeless. So I don't know if they are as detailed as the Chicago Jordan 1s. Yay, nay, let me know down in the chat below. Hey, what's good? But are we really surprised that these did not do crazy numbers? Are we really surprised that these are still sitting in basically a full-size run up to a size 13 on all platforms of purchasing power? I'm not surprised, especially given the fact that in 2015, 2016, these sat. It wasn't until after when we hit about 2017 that people started to go crazy and realize how much they wanted these. I think the UNC Jordan 1s from like 2015, 2016 ended up hitting like a resale price of like $300-400, which was crazy to me even then. I heard a lot of people complaining about the color, but when it comes to the color, no shit, Sherlock. It's the lost and found thing. It's supposed to be faded. It's not supposed to be spot on. It's supposed to be yellow. It's not piss yellow. So excuse me for the language, but it's not like, excrement yellow. So what can you really complain about? I think a lot of people are missing the point just because it doesn't have that lost and found name to it. I think a lot of people are missing the point, which is kind of weird because these were talked about like in 2023, I believe. These were like a thought process for 2024, and then it ended up getting pushed back to 2025. So, and even in 2023, when they were talking about them, they said they were supposed to be close to like the lost and found concept. So I don't know how people got lost in that idea. But I mean, they're not supposed to be spot on, people. They're supposed to be aged. And from like the photos, I'm gonna stay true to who I am. I'm gonna say they're not like great because I didn't even like them in 2015. Although I do have the off-white UNCs by Virgil Abloh. That's a whole nother story. But they're not great, but they're not bad. They're not bad. And just because they're sitting does not mean they're bricks. Does not mean they're bricks. It does not mean they're terrible because, come on now, like, honestly, when I think about a brick, and your definition or your meaning might be different, but when I think about a brick to me is a terrible shoe that absolutely nobody wants, that like the majority does not want. Like, is this really a brick? The materials on these are buttery and pretty clean. So yeah, I understand people are used to seeing the Wings logo, but when you put these on, you can't see the damn Wings logo. And even without the Wings logo, you see the silhouette and you know it's a Jordan 1 high. If you look at the silhouette and you don't know it's a Jordan 1 high and you call yourself a sneaker head or sneaker enthusiast, can you really call yourself that? Come on now. You don't even have to like to rock with Jordans in order to understand what's really going on. So, yeah, I do not believe that the UNC Jordan 1 highs are bricks. I just think that people are being foolish. And to be honest, how can you be foolish in today's market when they are super limiting shoes? I dropped a reel on Instagram about these, so please go ahead and check it out. TikTok saw it first, but I dropped a reel out on these and I asked a question via a poll on that reel. So please go ahead and check that out and answer the poll. Homegrown_kicks. But in my opinion, these are not bricks. These are exactly what they should be. These are exactly what they've always been. Now, I honestly believe, just like the 2015 release, once these sell out and they're gone, people are going to go crazy for them and be like, dang, I wish I had an aged pair of UNCs. You heard it here first, but it is what it is. These are a fairly decent shoe. I would guess to say that the materials are good because we all know Jordan Brand, we all know Nike. They put the good materials on the shoes that are least sought after, and then they give you mid to low quality materials on the sought after shoes, with the exception of SB for the most part. So if you can get it on sale, there's a lot of discount codes. I would highly suggest that you try and, at least give it a try. What's the worst that could happen? you get the shoe on sale and you don't like it, you can always send it back in to get a full refund if you don't like the shoe. But if you pay for the shoe, you get it on sale via the many discount codes, and you love it, you just got a really good shoe that you can wear and beat up every single day for a good price. It's a win-win in my opinion, especially if you like sneakers. So yeah. King Vita said, these are super cool. Here's the problem with these kind of releases for me. I absolutely adore the stories and history, ideas, etc. behind the sneakers, but sometimes the sneaker itself is trash. Oh, you're talking about the Nike SB Dunk Low Rodeos. These are awesome in my opinion. Lil Titan said, I don't care what people are saying. I grabbed me a pair. Facts. Facts, and that's how it should be. Other people should not dictate your collection or should not dictate how you spend your money. That's big facts, man. Shout out to you, Lil Titan. I love the baby blue on these. The only small gripe is the Jordan logo. I remember you saying something about the Jordan logo before. Now, sometimes images and pictures can be deceiving. So this might be something that you would actually have to get in hand. And again, like I said, I believe these are still sitting in store. So if you wanted to go to your local mall or shop, you could see them in store, look at them, decide whether you like them or not necessarily buy them as soon as you get in there, but sit back, think about it, and actually make a proper informed decision on what kind of move you want to make. Because I know, well, you used to skate. I don't know if you still skate, but everybody knows that Jordan 1s are good for skating. So, I mean, hey, there you go, man. Dropping some jewels again. Sprinkle, sprinkle, baby. If it was slightly darker, it'd be more visible. Again, insignificant, but not bad. And like I said, man, sometimes photos play tricks on the mind's eye. Girly Glam Accessory said, I think we saw these in the mall. King Vita said, okay, I understand the idea. It's supposed to not be seen. Lost and found. No duh. But still, it'll look sick with a more visible logo. Hey, man, shout out to the Twitch folks. The Twitch bots. Cheap views on stream. Boo. Buddy. Remove the space. Now, I ain't removing no space. If anything, I'll remove. Hold on. And make sure the signal is good. And make sure the signal is good. 3, 2, 1. All right. If anything, I'll remove the space between you and me and continue to do what we do. King Vita said, I don't. I stopped skating, but I know. LOL. Lil Titan said, been buying tons of sneakers and I'll be moving to Maine for 6 months. Damn, Lil Titan, bro. Like, this will be what, like your second or third move? Like, man, you're getting to see the world. He said, I need to stop buying them sneakers. Man, you can never stop buying sneakers. You can never stop buying sneakers. And that's what the real problem is. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's what the real problem is. Sneakers is one hell of a drug. Hey, excuse me. Shh. Nah, we can't say that. But sneakers is one heck of an addiction. Now, dropping that down and moving to the next thing. Let's see. And this is courtesy of Streetwear Stock Market. I don't know how many of you all paid attention, but the Air Jordan 4 white cements dropped today. They dropped them. The Titan said, kick, push, kick, push, kick, kick, push, and coast. But the Air Jordan 4 white cements dropped today via Shock Drop. Now I didn't get access to it, but I'm curious to know how many people got access to it. Oh shit! Come on now. Lil Titan got access to it as if I am surprised. No hate, all love. 246 out the door. Wait, man.
This shit is crazy as fuck, nigga.
Ain't no way.
Ain't no fucking way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
I think the retail price is what, like 220, 225, but 246 with taxes, boy. Man. I remember about a year and a half ago when we were joking about shoes getting up to like the $300 price range. We didn't think it was going to be this soon. These tariffs and stuff like that, yo, bro, that is a no-go. But I ain't gonna hold you. These is a must cop for your boy HG. I'm just mad that I didn't get access to it. I didn't get access to it on my iPhone. I didn't get access to it on my Android. Man, they don't mess with your boy. They don't mess with your boy. Maybe after this most recent purchase, they'll be like, okay, he might not be a hype beast, and he might not be a maybe. So you know, we might start to hook him up in the future. But oh man, I've never owned a pair of white cement 4s. So if I can get a pair of white cement 4s, these will be my first pair. And man, I'm right about now. Because I was just sure. I just knew I was going to get access to the Shock Drop. But even before the Shock Drop and after the Shock Drop, man, I'm just feeling like
I don't need it. I need it.
I need these joints. Check. Sound off. How many of you all need the white cement 4s? One of the most, if not the most iconic cement 4. Next to the bread 4s. Like if you had to put your top 4s in order, what would they be? I know these got to be up there. I know these is either going to be like 1 or 2. And I'm not mad at you, but I'm kind of interested in seeing what you all got to say in order of Jordan 4s, like some of the iconic Jordan 4s. King Vita said Lupe Fiasco isn't even a skater. This man landed on his just from an ollie. Get that out of here. Hey man, that kick push coast was a dope song, man. These cements are clean, by the way. Facts, man. Big facts. Give me 2 purrs. I need 3 purrs. Look. At 240, I mean, I ain't hating on you, man. I feel that. But at 246, man, you might have to slow your roll. Hey, what's the stock numbers? So let me check. If I'm not mistaken, stock numbers is high. I don't think they have exact stock numbers, but as y'all know, your boy HG like to say, I think the stock numbers on the white cement 4s is Giraffe, boom boom, high. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I can find that for you because I did see somebody mention that earlier during the day. Let me see if I can find that. But yeah. Hey, hey, my bad, y'all. Don't mind me. My intrusive thoughts sometimes leak out. Oh hell nah. Ain't no way. So I don't see the stock numbers right away, but I know there was a site that was giving the stock numbers for the Air Jordan 4 white cements. I'll tell you what. If you want to hit me up on Instagram, of course, homegrown_kick, snappy29er. As soon as I find them, I will be sure to let you know. Let's see. Oh, Lil Tight said these are 2 per minimum. Now, let me go ahead and let y'all hear this. So this one is kind of bothersome to me. And I want to know, chat. I want every single person that is available in the chat, and even if you're watching after the live, to let me know what you think about this. But this statement comes via Jeff Teague. And the reason why this kind of bothers me a little bit, well, I mean, I don't even, man, shouldn't even been the reason that it bothers me. But Jeff Teague used to play for the Atlanta Hawks, my hometown team. And I just thought that, like, he was smarter than that. He made a statement that says, I'm just saying, 12s are so ass. Listen to this.
Because we just said 7 was
no,
it.
7 is.
12 is the worst. 12
don't start that shit.
12 is the worst, Jordan. 12 is the worst.
Stop.
What are we on, y'all?
I'm just saying the 12s are so ass.
You disrespectful. The flu games are pissed. The taxis are crazy. The white and red
He
is
know,
crazy.
he know. Shout out to the Mellows. They on the way out.
They are.
That's gonna look so mid.
Oh, it's nasty.
Ugh,
I can't
the
wait.
mellow 12s.
I can't wait.
Look at that, bro. That just looks
Fire
like
lineup.
the black and white is terrible.
Can't no other
Oh,
jersey.
the playoff 12 is horrible.
Oh,
you
disrespectful.
tripping, bro. Horrible shoes.
Now that Obsidian, kiss my ass. Obsidian, that's the only one that's wrong. Obsidian 12. Oh, from 1 through 10, 9 is the worst one. Because we just said 7 was
no,
it.
7 is.
12 is the worst. 12.
Don't start that shit.
Now, I give him this. I'm not a fan of the mellow 12s. But he just said the whole lineup of Jordan 12s. The Jordan 12 as a silhouette is ass. The playoffs, the taxis, the cherries, the obsidians, the French blues. Like,
Black and white is terrible.
Can't no other
Oh,
jersey.
the playoff 12 is horrible.
what do you all think?
Nasty.
He tweaked.
That's
Nah,
nasty.
them-
Jordan flipped the swag on niggas with the 12, bro.
That's how I know it's weak. That's what Jordan knew. Like, these niggas just love me. They buying whatever.
Oh, them taxis is pissed.
Like, bro, we just gave you the tag.
A fresh pair?
Y'all
A
niggas,
12?
y'all niggas is y'all searching, bro.
Shit.
That's just because we like Mike. If that
no,
shit
you
said,
always say that.
if that shit said Scottie Pippen, them would have set on the. They would have.
Bro, if that was Gary Payton, bro, I was locked in, bro.
Like, is Jeff Teague right? Or the Jordan 12s ass? Like, where would you rank Jordan 12s as far as Jordan silhouettes? Like, let's keep it simple. 1 through 14. Where would you rank the Jordan 12s? Because Jeff Teague said Jordan 12s is ass. Now, I wear 12s. I wouldn't say 12s is at the pinnacle of the list, but I wouldn't say 12s is ass because 12s are extremely durable. And I've cut grass in my 12s and they still look good. I've done plenty of, here, there, whipple waffle in my 12s and they look good. Still, 12s are tanks. Lil Titan said he's entitled to his own opinion, but he even know on his own. Oh man, Lil Titan said, Who is that? King Vita said, I mean, at the end of the day, it's just an opinion. I don't like the twos, but you don't hear me talking about them. But you know what? See, okay. The twos is universally known as not a great shoe. Like a lot of times colorways can't even help the two. And it's got to be like that perfect colorway. And even then, you still like, you can't, you just like, So, you're not too far off with that. Lil Tyson, excuse my ignorance, but don't know who that is. That's fine, because I don't know who everybody else is. I don't know who everybody on who played in the NBA is. But Jeff Teague is a retired NBA player. He don't even look retired. They say black don't crack, but he don't even look like he played in the league for a bunch of years or long enough to retire. But yeah, that's who he is, man. Lil Titan said, nah, 12s are classic. King B said, sure, the colorways are fire, but the shoe itself is still questionable. Ooh-wee. The Wise Soul, man, salutes to you, fam, man. What's going on? He said Jeff Teague is tripping. Did Jeff Teague ever get a Jordan collab? Like, did Jordan not? I don't think Jeff Teague was ever on Jordan brand. Maybe he's salty. Maybe Jeff Teague is salty for not being able to be on Jordan brand. But yes, y'all, that was basically what I had for tonight. There were some other things that I had on the list to talk about, but I'm not gonna get into like rambling or anything like that because I understand it's a Tuesday night. It feels like one of those awkward Tuesday nights to me where people got stuff to get done. I got stuff to get done as well. I do want to say one thing before I go, man. I appreciate each and every one of you all for tapping in and being a part of the family, the community, and the support system. Keeping me doing what I do and enjoying it. It's Tuesday Tacos. Yes, sir. Tuesday Tacos, man. I appreciate you all for showing you all's love and support from me throughout my entire process, being patient with the process because like I understand, man. But I thank y'all. Follow me on all forms of social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, Spotify. The Spotify is grown_kicks. Blue Sky, everything else like that is homegrown kicks, Reddit, and probably anything else you can think of. I'm there. The only thing that requires an underscore is Instagram because somebody had your boy's name and they refused to let it go. But we'll see what we can do about that so it can be homegrown kicks across the board. Thank you again for all the love and support. I could not do it without you all. Lil Titan, King Vita, Wise Soul. Let me see. Let me make sure I don't forget anybody. Girly Glam Accessories. This man, what's good, man? KB Kicks, absolutely. KB Kicks, man. It's been a minute. Don't be a stranger for too long. And everybody else, ghost watching in the background, I appreciate y'all. Salutes to y'all. It's been another wonderful Tuesday night Soul Source. Until next time, I can't leave y'all without saying nothing is impossible. Fight for everything you believe in. Don't let anything stand in your way. And dream hungry. Be on the lookout for that cleaning video. I'm trying to get this computer to act damn right. The other one. And I'll catch you all later. Peace, man. Much love, man. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.